Well, hello there and a very warm welcome to our creative space today. I'm so glad you could join us. Welcome to our beginner-friendly tutorial on shading techniques. We're going to have a wonderful time exploring the beautiful world of light and shadow, and how a few simple strokes can bring such life and dimension to your drawings. It's like giving your art a little whisper of reality, a gentle nudge into the third dimension, and there's a real joy in watching that happen right before your very eyes. It's your world, and you get to create all the happy little shadows in it. Today, we'll explore 5 common shading methods to help you improve your sketching skills. These aren't scary, complicated things, not at all. They're just friendly ways to talk to your paper, to tell it where the light is playing and where the shadows are resting. Each one has its own personality, its own special way of creating mood and depth. We'll take our time, go step by step, and remember there are no mistakes here, only happy accidents that sometimes lead us to discover something even more beautiful. It's all about the process, the joy of creation, and the fun of learning something new that you can carry with you. So, find a comfortable spot, maybe grab a nice cool drink, and get your favorite pencil or pen ready. We're about to embark on a lovely adventure together, discovering how to make your sketches pop and sing with just a little bit of shading magic. It's easier than you think, and the results can be so rewarding. Let's dive in and start shading like a pro. Or even better, let's start shading like someone who truly enjoys the simple pleasure of making marks on paper. That's where the real magic lies. Alright, let's start with a wonderfully simple and effective technique called hatching. Think of it as laying down little families of parallel lines, all snuggled up close to each other, or maybe with a little space in between, depending on how dark you want your shadow to be. You just take your pencil, and with a gentle touch, you make a line. Then another one right beside it, and another, and another. See? They're like little raindrops all falling in the same direction, creating a soft, textured area. You can make them go straight up and down, side to side, or even on a lovely diagonal, whatever feels right for the shape you're working on. It's a very relaxing, almost meditative process. Now the real beauty of hatching is how you can control the darkness. If you want a very light, delicate shadow, you keep your lines a little further apart, letting some of that bright paper shine through. But if you're aiming for a deeper, more mysterious shadow, then you bring those lines closer together, making them almost touch. You can also vary the pressure on your pencil. A lighter touch gives you a whisper of a line, while a bit more pressure creates a bolder, darker stroke. Don't be afraid to experiment, there's no pressure here, just the joy of discovery. Imagine you're shading a happy little apple. These lines can follow its curve, helping to show its roundness. Hatching is just fantastic for quick sketches for when you want to capture an idea or a form without getting bogged down in too much detail. It adds texture, a sense of direction, and a lovely depth with remarkable ease. It's also a great way to warm up your hand and get into the flow of drawing. So just let your pencil dance across the paper, laying down those happy little parallel lines, and watch as your flat shapes begin to take on a life of their own. It's a beautiful thing, it truly is. Now that we've made friends with hatching, let's take it one happy step further, and explore the world of cross-hatching. It's just like it sounds. We're going to take those lovely parallel lines we made, and then gently lay another set of lines across them, usually in a different direction. Imagine you're weaving a tiny, delicate fabric right there on your paper. The first set of lines goes one way, and the next set crisscrosses over them, building up the shadow, layer by beautiful layer. This is a fantastic way to create even richer, deeper tones and add a real sense of volume to your drawings. It allows for a lot of control and can create some truly fascinating textures. You can use a pencil or a pen for this, and each will give you a slightly different feel. With a pencil you can achieve soft, subtle transitions, but with a pen, those lines are crisp and definite, which can be very striking. The magic happens when you start layering. One set of hatched lines creates a light tone. Add another set crossing over, and it gets a little darker. Add a third set, perhaps at a slightly different angle, and you can create some really deep, velvety shadows. Remember to keep your touch light, especially at first. You can always add more lines, but it's a bit trickier to take them away, though even then, it's just a happy accident leading you to a new discovery. Cross-hatching is ideal for adding more depth and dimension, making things look truly three-dimensional. Think about shading a cube. You can have one set of lines on one side and then cross-hatch another side to show it receding into shadow. Or imagine the complex shadows on a piece of folded fabric. Cross-hatching can capture that beautifully. Don't rush it. Enjoy the process of building up those layers. Each line is a friend to the others, working together to create something wonderful. It's your world, and these lines are just tools to help you shape it. Chapter 3. A universe of tiny dots, the patient beauty of stippling. Next up, we have a really unique and interesting technique called stippling. Now this one requires a little bit of patience, but oh, the results can be absolutely breathtaking. With stippling, we're not using lines at all. Instead, we're creating our shadows and tones with hundreds, sometimes thousands of tiny little dots. Yes, just little dots. Think of it like creating your own little constellation on the paper, each dot a tiny star contributing to the overall picture. You can use a fine-tipped pen for this, which gives you nice, crisp dots, or even a sharp pencil, though a pen is often preferred for its consistency. The way stippling works is all about density. Where you want your shadows to be dark and deep, you'll place many dots very close together, so close they almost merge into a solid tone. And where you want the light to hit, or for the area to be lighter, you'll use fewer dots, spread further apart. It's a gradual process, building up the tones slowly. It might seem like it takes a long time, but it's a very calming, almost meditative activity. You just tap your pen, and watch as the image slowly emerges from the tiny marks, like magic. There's a real satisfaction in seeing it come together. Stippling is absolutely fantastic for very detailed work. Imagine drawing something with a really interesting texture, like the rough skin of a piece of fruit, the fur of a little animal, or even a sandy beach. Stippling can capture those textures with incredible precision and beauty. It gives a very unique, almost photographic quality when done carefully. So, take a deep breath, get comfortable, and just enjoy the process of making those happy little dots. Each one is important. Each one plays its part in the grand design. Let your patience be your guide and you'll create something truly special. Chapter 4. Soft whispers on paper. The smoothness of blending. Alright, now let's talk about making things soft and smooth with a lovely technique called blending. This is where you take your pencil shading, perhaps some nice hatching or even just some soft tonal areas, and you gently smudge or rub them to create beautiful, seamless gradients and soft, dreamy shadows. Think of it like a gentle fog rolling over your drawing, softening all the edges and making everything flow together beautifully. This is often done with graphite pencil, as it moves around so nicely on the paper. It's a very satisfying way to achieve a realistic, almost photographic look, especially for things like skin tones or soft, rounded surfaces. There are a few wonderful tools you can use for blending. Many artists love using a blending stump, which is like a tightly rolled stick of paper, or a tortillon, which is similar but often smaller and more pointed for finer details. These tools pick up the graphite and allow you to move it around and smooth it out with great control. But you know what? You also have a fantastic blending tool right at your fingertips, literally. A clean, dry finger can work wonders for blending, especially on larger areas. Just be sure your finger is clean and free of oils. You just gently rub the shaded area and watch those pencil lines melt into a soft, smooth tone. Blending is perfect for creating those smooth gradients you see, where one tone fades gently into another, like the sky at dusk or the curve of a polished sphere. It's wonderful for soft shadows that don't have hard edges, giving your drawings a real sense of atmosphere and realism. You can lay down some graphite with the side of your pencil, then come in with your blending tool and just whisper it across the paper. It's like magic, watching those harsh lines disappear and be replaced by a soft, velvety smoothness. It's all about creating that gentle transition from light to dark, making your objects look round and full of life. Chapter 5. Free and easy strokes. The expressive joy of scribbling. Last but certainly not least, let's have some fun with a technique that's all about freedom and expression scribbling. Yes, good old-fashioned scribbling. Now this isn't the kind of scribbling you did as a little tyke just to fill up a page. This is controlled chaos, a purposeful and wonderfully expressive way to build up shading and texture. Think of it as letting your pencil or pen take a joyful little dance across the paper, making looping, random, overlapping lines that come together to create form and shadow. It's loose, it's energetic, and it's a whole lot of fun. There are no straight lines required here unless you want them. The idea is to build up your tones by layering these scribbles. For lighter areas you might use just a few loose, airy scribbles, but as you move into the shadows, you'll make your scribbles denser, overlapping them more and more, perhaps even pressing a little harder to get those darker values. It's a very organic process. You're not thinking too hard about each individual line. You're feeling the form and letting your hand respond naturally. It's like sculpting with your pencil, adding little bits of scribble here and there until the shape emerges just the way you want it. It's a very intuitive way to work. Scribbling is absolutely perfect for loose, expressive sketches, for capturing a quick gesture, or for adding a sense of energy and movement to your drawings. If you're sketching animals in motion, or a windswept landscape, scribbling can be your best friend. It's not about perfection, it's about feeling and expression. So don't be afraid to let go and just enjoy the sensation of your pen or pencil moving freely. Let those happy little scribbles build up, overlap, and create something uniquely yours. It's a wonderful way to loosen up and just enjoy the pure act of making marks. And there you have it, 5 essential shading techniques to enhance your drawing skills. We've journeyed through the neat rows of hatching, the woven depths of cross-hatching, the patient universe of stippling, the soft whispers of blending, and the free-spirited dance of scribbling. Each one is a special tool in your artistic toolkit, ready to help you bring your wonderful ideas to life on paper. Remember, these are just starting points, friendly guides to help you explore. The real magic happens when you start to combine them, to experiment, and to find what works best for you and your unique vision. Practice these methods, and soon you'll see a big improvement in your artwork. It's like anything in life, the more you do it, the more comfortable and confident you become. Don't worry about making every drawing a masterpiece. Just enjoy the process of learning, of playing with light and shadow. Let each sketch be a happy little adventure. Pick up your pencil every day, even if it's just for a few minutes, and make some marks. You'll be amazed at how quickly your eye and your hand learn to work together to create the beautiful effects you're looking for. Thank you so much for joining me today on this shading journey. I hope you feel inspired to pick up your pencils and pens and create your own beautiful worlds filled with light and shadow. It's been a real joy sharing this time with you. Thanks for watching and happy sketching. May your days be filled with creativity and the quiet joy that comes from making something beautiful with your own 2 hands. Until next time, take care and keep those happy little drawings coming.